Yo, what's up guys? It's Essential back with another video. Today we're going to be talking about where your best in slot tier pieces and legendaries should go to get the maximum value out of all of your stats in the freaking arena, baby. We're going to go into tier set first, okay? This is my personal opinion. I think right now that the best four pieces to make into tier is Helm, shoulders, gloves, and legs. And I'm going to tell you why. It's because you get either versatility or mastery out of these four pieces. When you upgrade the chest piece into tier, it's going to turn into crit haste. And I don't think you want crit or haste very much of it at all. Just to show you a bit more here, we'll look at my other characters who have the chest. This is haste heavy. You don't really need haste at all. On Paladin, I fucked up clearly, so don't be like me. Although on Essential 2, I also fucked up on this character, but I am finally recovering and making my strides on Essential Drei. And Drei is German for 3, okay? This is my third Paladin, Essential Drei. And I'm going to not make my chest into tier, but have every other piece into tier. Though I haven't made my legs tier yet because they are versatility mastery, and if I upgrade them into tier now because it's the third week, I could choose to upgrade this. The stats would be worse. It would be crit mastery. So for now, I'm going to hold on to the verse mastery as I climb the 1900 bracket up to 2100. And then after next week, when I get 4 set or some more queues today over the weekend, possibly I'll be skyrocketing up to 2-4. So anyway, that's going to be the tier pieces. For the Legos, let me pull this back up here, guys. There are 2 different arguments for what to do with your legendary. Okay, here it is. Now, there's 2 variations. It is putting Unity on your chest piece. Let's see if I have it here. I don't. Unity on your... I'm in PvE gear on this tune. Unity on your chest piece, Shadowbreaker on the waist, okay? This version gives you the highest amount of intellect for making a 291 legendary on a very large armor piece, okay? This gives you more intellect. The other variation is Shadowbreaker on waist, again, and Unity on your ring, okay? This is what I've done on this Paladin, and this version gives you an obscene amount of secondary stats because it is on the ring, okay? So the question is, do you value the intellect more, or do you value the secondary stats more when you're queuing up 3v3 arenas, farming the ladder, blasting your team with heals, keeping everybody topped? Okay, which is more effective? What is more useful? And to answer that question right now, I don't have a dead answer for you, but I can tell you what the majority of people are doing. I have done both on 2 of my tunes. I have them separated. I've been trying them both out. My personal preference is I actually like the Unity on the ring. I think the amount of secondary stats you get, especially the versatility, if you're not like fully geared, super helpful. The amount of mastery you get from this, also super helpful. And doing it this way allows you to buy the, you have 2 gems that are both BiS stats, and that will be versatility mastery. You can buy the PvP one, and then you can wear Unity along with it. And then Shadowbreaker waist, that's your only other option because you want your shoulders to be the tier piece. And then you'll run the regular plate chest piece that also has mastery on it, I believe. Now, that's going to be my answer for this, guys. I just want to go forward and show you how I kind of came up with this information. First of all is that I PvE a lot. All of my sweaty ass PvE friends were like, bro, you gotta make your legendary on your chest, shoulder, or helms because you get the most amount of primary stat. And then I went to my favorite website here that if you guys don't know about it, it's called murloc.io. Okay, this website is fucking awesome. My friend showed it to me months ago. I have left this tab open on my computer literally since then. I love this website. This is not a sponsored anything. I just absolutely love it, okay? I wish I could get any type of, you know, fucking money or whatever from this, but I'm not. I just love this. You guys should honestly use it too. It's my favorite website. Here, you can go to what class you are, and you can look, let's say for Holy Paladin, you can look at 2s, 3s, RBGs, or even Mythic Plus, okay? And it will show you information, the top 50 players across 3s, US, KR, every server, what the majority of their stat priorities are. Obviously, you can see here most people are mastery over verse, or vice versa. Verse into mastery. You can see what race people are. Obviously, Torn is going to be up there. There are 17 people that literally don't care about trying to win games more often because their skill level is just so much higher because they look so much better than every other player in the game with their slut mog, most likely. But regardless, I don't know what the Zandalari troll is doing here. Ignore that guy. And then here, if you go down to Legendary, this is actually where I found out that everybody was running it on Ring. As you can see, it says 31 people in the top 50 of the highest rated Holy Paladins in 3s have the Shadowbreaker on the waist and the Unity on the Ring. Okay, so I was like, huh, they're doing this because you get the insane amount of secondary stats and you get a second ring, like with BiS secondary stats. Otherwise, you would have to use a PvP ring that runs like crit verse or something. You just don't even really want that. Otherwise, some people are running shoulders, making the chest into tier, obviously doing that route. That's okay. I personally don't agree. I don't think you want to make the chest that is haste heavy into tier. I think you would rather just wear the regular PvP chest that has mastery and verse on it. I don't have it on a tune yet, but regardless, you know, you get to see stuff like trinkets. Obviously, everybody's Aegis, gems, enchants, talents. This is awesome. You can check at the top paladin's talents. Blinding Light. A lot of people are Unbreakable Spirit. A lot are Cavalier. Depends on the matchup and personal preference. You go to PvP talents here. You'll see most of the people in the top 50 are not playing Ultimate Sack. There are 22. This is matchup dependent. Obviously, versus stuff like Rogue Mage, you want the Ultimate Sack. If you're playing versus or 2 melee cleaves back to back, you're going to be wanting to play the Darkest Before Dawn. And interestingly enough, you don't see very many Lights Graces here, and that's even though it just got changed this past patch, this past Tuesday. There are very minimal times in games where you are going to be allowed to sit back and cast Holy Light for free. So Darkest Before Dawn is going to be more throughput and value because you're able to heal 2 targets at the same time. Vanquisher's Hammer, when both of them are on cooldown, it takes 30 seconds for it to recharge, and in those 30 seconds, this Darkest Before Dawn talent is going to have the 5 stacks up to maximum, increasing it to 100% extra healing, and you'll be able to insanely top your team, like, I don't know, a minute and a half, 2 minutes into the game, when you get that next charge up. You can also see stuff like Covenant here, and soul binds, etc., conduits. This website is freaking awesome, dude. I've used it since. I use it for my alts. I'm always checking on what the top players are running. You can even click on them here, like Reverbs. Look at what he's doing. So this is where I got this information. You guys should really check out this website. It is my freaking favorite website for everything arenas and M+ too. Because M+ is pretty fun too. Don't just lock yourself into arenas, you know? Or just be like one of those guys that's like, I hate PvE. Blah, blah, blah. Hey, that's cool, dude. Do you? I don't mind. I like to do everything. So, yeah. So check out this website. And just to review, I have tried both. The Unity on chest and Shadowbreaker on waist. And I have also tried the Unity on ring and Shadowbreaker on waist, and I personally prefer, just like most of the paladins on the ladder are doing, as you saw, the Unity on ring with Shadowbreaker on waist. And For your tier pieces, I recommend, if you're still doing like your first 2 tier pieces, I recommend doing Helm and Shoulder first, because since you're gearing up, you just want to get more verse as fast as possible because you have low HP, you're going to die very quickly. So I would do these 2 first, and then once you're able to get 4 set, I would do gloves and legs after that, and just hold on to your chest piece from the PvP vendor. That is going to be a mastery heavy chest piece as well. Make sure you're buying the mastery pieces on your off pieces, like shield as well as the weapon. Boots you can't, but neck and cape as well. Make sure you're getting those mastery ones, guys. On my main Paladin, early on in the season, I wasn't necro, so I bought all crit verse stuff, and like now I'm actually crying about it. But that is going to be it for this video. Hope that answers your guys' questions. Check out the website. You guys are awesome. I love you. Consider subscribing. Follow me out on Twitch. And don't forget, even though I'm essential, so are you, baby. Peace.